So, as any of you followers will know, I hardly ever watch Marvel films. I only watch it when they become free, or some person sends a Marvel film to us. I still haven't opened yet. But anyway, so this came on Netflix. So, press play on this. Doctor Strange, Netflix. Watched it. It's okay. Right. Started off Doctor and stuff like that, accident, and it was okay. You had all this Marvel Studio logo thing with all the wee heroes, and every time I watched it, I felt like, I want that for DC. I know DC's got the big intro with the superheroes and stuff like that, but most of them is just, character drawing characters, and it's not, And there was about one bit in the film that I liked, and that was a bit when the Cape was helping him in a way, trying to direct him, but the Cape jumps off the balcony or something like that to follow where Doctor Strange is, and then Doctor Strange flies up in the air, and you hear that music playing. And if you know me by now, that's the one thing I'm aching for DC, is some sort of theme music that ties things together, that ties movies together in the sort of DC, And I kept on hearing the Avengers theme tune throughout the film, and I thought, DC, really, Warner Brothers, where are you with the music? And I've made videos like this before, and I'm not going to go on about it. We need that sort of connectivity with the music. But that was about it. The film was okay. Kids were restless. It was like, couldn't be bothered with it. But I got them to sit down and just try and watch it, and watch it and stuff like that. And then, of course, you fast forward to the two end clips that didn't do anything, and then of course I hear the Infinity Stone. Whoa! I hear it the first time my recollection, it's an Infinity Stone. So, and then you see the potential bad guy at the very end and stuff like that. But the film was okay. With all the buildings and everything else, but to me, I think my favourite bit in the film, as I said, and my favourite character was actually the Cape. I quite liked the Cape, and that was about all I can say for that. So as I say, I'm slowly going through them. But what was it? Online. Oh, the very end of it. I don't know, there was something very Green Lantern about it. I just kept up when I seen the ending of when he was fighting with the big, badly drawn face, right? And I thought, so you guys can mock Green Lantern, but you can't mock Doctor Strange for the really bad, cheesy graphics, with the green and purple planets and just weird, right? And it's the face and stuff. So and then he used the shield, to hold back the beams, and I thought, Green Lantern, beware my green. So that's what it sort of reminded me of. So I was hearing I was looking on the web, and it came up with, what do you call it? It came up with more and more fan makes of Justice League, their interpretations of it, and then you had Zack Snyder posting pictures and stuff. And the more I kind of looked into it as well, I came up with the idea that Zack Snyder did plan for Batman to get killed in this big story arc, or to commit suicide or whatever and stuff. And I know all the Zack Snyder fans out there, when they hearing all this 5-story arc and whatnot, it's all gunning for it. Now I'm gunning for the Justice League film, the Snyder Cut. But I'm also seeing, and I've said it before, I'm also seeing why the studio got involved with the. I mean, they shouldn't have. What can I say? They got involved with the big story arc, right? And that I'm tender on the fence with that, because what Warner Brothers was hoping to give us was some sort of DCU universe. Zack Snyder was making a sort of dark-sided sort of, like what I said before, where you had the multiverse, so he was wanting to tell that sort of story, and it would have been good, yeah. Batman sacrificing himself, so far we've already had Superman get killed, then who else? Oh, Batman gets killed, and then you have the revelation that Zack Snyder wanted the Robin suit was actually Dick Grayson's costume. Now, he could have just made that up to just further on, because I don't know if he was going to address that Robin costume later on in the films, who knows, or maybe he was just putting it in there to get everybody chatting, because he knows how to work the media because of the pictures that he puts up, and get people in a frenzy and stuff like that. Now, as I say, I'm a big supporter of the Snyder Cut. I'm a big supporter of Justice League. But I'm also a big supporter of a sort of universe, the DCU, where things can get connected, where we have Ben Affleck as Batman. A lot more times we have, Aquaman and Superman and stuff like that. So this idea of Batman getting killed, the Dick Grayson's was the one that got killed with the Robin costume. These were all, for me, is a no. And I'm sort of like the idea that Warner Brothers wants to do this for us, wants to start a multiverse, wants to carry on with the DCU sort of universe as well, and have this dark universe and stuff. But I think to get the ball rolling, first of all, the last thing you want to do is concentrate on films where your two top iconic heroes are dead. Superman is dead, comes back alive, maybe not in the first Justice League, but the second one, when he does come back in the first one, he's a badass, and then the second one, he saves the world, and then Batman dies. It was like, what? I mean, it happens in the comics a lot, yeah. But I thought, just give us a nice story, get fans on board, get people on board with the universe, get them to like it first and bond with it, and then start this sort of crazy Snyder Vision universe. Let's get people behind it first, and then do that. But to start off in such a sort of dark way first, even though I was enjoying it, I love BVS, and I like Justice League, and I'm aching for whatever Zack Snyder really wanted, the way that he really wanted to shoot Justice League. I'm dying for that, but the rest of it, I'm just I can see why they got involved, and that to me is pretty strange. It's we need a doctor. We need a Doctor Strange to sort that out. So, but no, we were supposed to get some sort of announcement again in October. Everybody's putting all these posts out to say, oh, it should have been mentioned at Comic-Con and wasn't, and it should have been, and people denying that it was ever going to be, but again, it's the same old argument. Why is Zack Snyder doing this? Why is he posting these pictures? Posted a picture of Batman, but it wasn't Ben Affleck in the costume. It was the stuntman Grego or something like that, that was in the suit, and it was meant to take place just at the end credit bits with the Batplane thing lifts up. Takes a picture of that. Why? Maybe he just wants to show off his photography skills. You know? Then a nice, interesting picture came to light. You know that bit in Batman v Superman? You see Superman and the Batmobile light is hitting him as it swerves around the corner. Find out that's not a car at all. That's just Zack Snyder with the light. So he is a great photographer, and maybe that's the only reason why we're having all these great shots. You know, maybe maybe Warner Brothers just doesn't want to quite yet own up that they made the mistake by not having released Zack's vision for Justice League. Because if we remember, he's already chopped and changed it. You know, he already chopped and changed from a 2-movie to a 1-movie. He changed it from a 7-story arc to just maybe, he thingled it down, but he still had this passion to make this Justice League film. But then they just started changing everything about the film. And that's what I'm totally against. Yeah, cut down the 5 films or something, but give us a Justice League to finish your arc. You know, your trilogy, at least give us that. You know. And as I say, it could have been for the best that the studio got involved to stop the 7-story arc, because we may not be getting it. You know, Warner Bros. May have looked at it and think, we're not getting the movies. You know, we may not have got the movies that are already planned for us, because he'd already planned to, kill off Batman and his story arc. That meant we might not have got the trilogy or whatever. You know, it might have. Warner Brothers may have a bigger plan in store for these films. So yeah, they were wrong to interfere with Justice League, but they were right maybe to interfere with the other bigger picture. I don't know. Again, after watching Doctor Strange, you bend time, space, and everything else. Maybe that's what we need right now. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Please like, subscribe, tune into the Facebook page on DC Fan Gives Hope. Maybe send us your stuff that you might want to share with the fans to our page. Thank you.